check this out. If you're new to trading and you want tools, there are fantastic tools that will help you confirm or discover good strategies or good trading ideas. And one of those is RSI. RSI stands for Relative Strength Index. It's a very popular indicator, and it can tell you when something is low and starting to rise, or is strong and getting stronger, or is super strong and is starting to cool off. So RSI, very popular indicator. If you're new to technical analysis or investing or trading and you have no indicators at all, this is a great one to start looking at. Now, the way it's calculated is typically the standard setting is 14 days. And what it does is it takes the average gain and divides it by the average loss over a 14-day period. What that means is when it's having really strong days, the indicator will shoot up. And when it's having very large drops quickly, the indicator will show that weakness. So strength is a very key word. Now, the way I use it, and I've seen other traders use it, is we look for stocks that are very low RSI, something like 30 or 35, and then we start looking. So one example might be, like, I'm going to start with popular examples because that's what everybody wants to see. So let's look at Tesla. And if we look at Tesla, if you bought every time the RSI was, let's say 30, and if you bought every time the RSI was 30, you might buy down here below 30 and you made money. I'm going to cherry pick, obviously. So every one of these low, extreme lows ended up being a positive time to buy. Now, we don't know how much we'll make, but let's say in this dip in 2023, that was a big 100% gain potentially. Again, in 2024, in the beginning, that was a small gain and there was a drawdown, but eventually it led to another over 150% gain. So it's not a guarantee that you will make money or that you will make a certain amount of money, but it's a good time to shop stocks that you already like and get them on sale because they're weak. Let me put the quotation marks. So if your strategy is to buy stocks when nobody wants them, this might be your contrarian indicator to get in. So another thing that might happen is a divergence. So it might get weak again. The indicator will stop going down because the average, decline isn't very strong, even though it is going lower. It's not as strong as it was before. So that's actually a very strong indicator. When you get prices going down, but the indicator doesn't get worse and worse, that means something big could be coming. It could be a turn in the trend. Okay. So let me get rid of all of those drawings. Now, the other way to use RSI is as an exit tool. So if we look for the times RSI was way strong, that ended up being a short-term top. When in 2024, the RSI went over 80, almost 90. There was too much short-term bullishness. So then it pulled back. And then stocks went up again. And that December 2024 was also a good time to sell some stocks and rebuy them later. So you could see that RSI will tell you things are hot, watch out, or things are really cold, start looking. Will it tell you the absolute bottom? No, it won't. Will it tell you the absolute top? No, it won't. I recommend you use fundamental analysis with a technical indicator. So something that might be useful could be like price to sales. Like if we look at price to sales and we combine a low RSI and a lower price to sales, that would be a strong indicator to buy your favorite stock. If you can get a good valuation and a low RSI, that's really good. Whereas if you look in 2021, there was a high RSI and a high price to sales. And if you sold then, you know, the market hasn't really done too much for the next 4 years. So that's very meaningful. That's very meaningful. In 2019, if you bought when the RSI was super low and the valuation was super low, 2 times sales, if you look here, I'm going to put the arrow there. It was actually 1 and change, 1 times sales, 1 times revenue, and a low RSI. That was the bottom. We never went back down there again. So this is how I would prefer to use RSI. You can use it any way you want. Let's see, this super low in 2023, that was a 4 times sales and a 19 RSI, a really low RSI. So these are just 2 tools that combined together makes your decision making a little more clear. Stocks are investments, stocks are businesses, and we need to treat them as such. Now I'm making more videos on different indicators for traders and investors, so make sure you follow and like if you want to see more of these types of videos, and stay tuned for the next one. I'll link it in a playlist.